And welcome everybody to another episode of Come Play With Us, Danny, the horror movie review show with horror movie news. Welcome to our newest episode. And if you're on our YouTube page, go to our YouTube page at Come Play With Us, Danny. Hit that subscribe and notification bell. It looks like Megan is still messing around with her camera while we're recording this video.
I am so sorry. I have a brand new lamp light, and it's just not.
Yeah, it's a brand new ring light.
Yes,
She's
it's not
messing around with.
I'm sorry, it's
recording
just
this video.
not
It's a
to
good
my
thing we're not
liking.
live right now.
Yes, it's not.
We're
It's
just recording.
It's not to my liking. All right,
It's quite all right.
there we go.
Well, welcome in, everybody. We've got a great episode for you today. We're going to be reviewing Welcome to Derry, the It spinoff that is on HBO Max right now. We're going to review episodes 1 through 3, and at the recording of this video, episode 4 will be dropping, or will be dropping, or will have dropped tonight.
We'll have dropped.
We'll have dropped. Yeah, we're recording on a Sunday, and it'll be dropping at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But as soon as this video will be dropped, it'll already be on the air, so you guys can go watch it. But anyways, whatever. Okay. Before we get into it, when this was announced, what were your thoughts initially? Like a prequel series to a highly successful, not only TV miniseries with the original one with Tim Curry, but then the movies that came out directed by Andy Muschietti. Like, what were your thoughts? Spinoff series on HBO Max, which this is like a prequel that, like, you know,
it was in my mind. I thought it was going to be like just a spinoff.
Yeah,
and I was uber disappointed because I feel like if they had done a spinoff, it would have been very disappointing. I guess if that makes sense. I don't like to see good movies like It, especially the remake. I don't like to see good movies like that have, I don't know, be ruined by an actual spinoff. I hate spinoffs of movies. Yeah. It ruins everything for the entire movies. So, but I'm glad they didn't do that.
Yeah, I was skeptical at first, and then because look, especially when it comes to a prequel, you know, prequels usually stink, and but I'm glad they handled it this way. Like they're bringing, like Andy and Barbara Muschietti, the ones that directed and produced the 2 films, they are back. I know Andy directed a couple of the episodes. They then producing the rest of them too as well. And then they brought back, you know, Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise, which I think kind of put the cherry on top when I think the seriousness of like, hey, this is like going to be like a legit kind of true to the,
like an actual thing.
Yeah, like an actual thing, like true to the source material. They're actually going to like take good care of, you know, the source material when it comes to like creating a prequel series, which, you know, it's a beloved book and it's a beloved movie and TV series. So, so well, I mean, I think you and I, when we both saw the trailers come out, it was pretty impressive, so to speak. I mean, I was pretty impressed with them. I was like, okay, this could be good. And then, you know, when the first episode came out, I was like, okay, we're on a nice little ride here. Okay. So
I was still kind of hesitant when the first episode came out.
Were you? Okay.
I was still on the fence because I just, you know me, and when it comes to previews of anything, because again, you can give a really good trailer, and have a real shit movie and or series or whatever you're going to do.
Right.
I mean, but I was actually pleasantly surprised when the first episode did come out and aired, and I did watch it. It was actually pretty decent. Still on the fence, but it was still decent.
Yeah. I was just off the jump, like the first 15 minutes of the show, where that poor kid. That poor kid.
Chance, man.
No,
he fucked from the beginning.
But like off the jump, like in that scene, you know, the opening scene is like, okay, if this is how this show's gonna go, then all bets are off, especially with like the kid characters. And then, you know, the whole scene in the movie theater, and I was like, God, man, they're just brutal with this stuff. Which I liked. I mean, it was really good. I love how as the series has gone on, like especially episode 2 and then episode 3, you have to kind of catch them while they're there because there's so many Easter eggs that kind of tie back to the book and then tie back to the movies and then tie back to the whole universe that is like Stephen King. And like, I love the fact, and I was so surprised by this, how, they're tying in the Shining universe with this too, as well.
Yep. For those who haven't caught that.
Yeah. Which is even like cooler too. Like, it's like, okay, so now, you have Dick Hallorann, in this series where, of course, Dick Hallorann was a huge major part in the Shining book and movie too. It's like, okay, wow, I loved how they're doing that because it's just kind of connects everything together. And then, did you catch the turtle reference? When the kid in the first episode, he has a little charm, and it's the turtle from the book. Yeah, okay.
Yes, and he gives it to the girl. Yes, I did catch that. Yes,
I caught that. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
nice
I did catch
little
that.
touch. Okay,
yes.
So let's go with performances so far. It is a stacked cast. I think so far the cast is pretty well. It's Taylor Page. Like there are some actors I don't really know who they are. I think it's like the younger kids. And then some of the adults, but Taylor Page, Jovan Adepo, Chris Chalk, the ever great James Remar's in this, Stephen Ryder, Claire Stack, Amanda Christine, Michael Karam Fiddler, and of course Bill Skarsgård, who is the executive producer on the show, is reprising his role as Pennywise from the film. So let's go with the cast so far. What are there any complaints so far with the cast? I think for me, I think they've all been pretty rock solid. Even the kid actors, and my opinion about kid actors.
Yes, you do not like kid actors whatsoever. I honestly didn't have any issues with any of the actors so far. I think there is a lot of, and I don't want to say no name, but there's a lot of unremarkable actors in this series who by the end of this series, people will actually know them.
Right.
I think the kid actors actually are doing a really good job. None of them are extremely annoying.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the times when you get these type of series, it features almost the whole kid actor system. You get one or two, you're like, just shut up. But I think everybody's pretty solid in this, honestly.
I think the Machetes do a pretty good job because even in the movies, like the kid actors were rock. They were solid. They were solid. I think they outshined their adult counterparts in It Part 2. I think they did a better job acting than the adults did.
Well, then you have the original that had the actual series. So the original It was an act, for those who don't know this, the 90s version of this was with Tim Curry, and the kid actors in that it was an actual series on TV were fantastic. So most of them aren't alive anymore, but it was Jonathan Brandis. It was a solid cast, honestly, with the series, and I think they did a really good job casting the kids this time too. And if you kind of look at it, and I don't know if you've noticed this at all, but like each kid actor, each kid character kind of mimics the kids from the movie and the series.
Yeah,
does that
a little
make
bit.
sense for you? Yeah, just a smidge.
Especially the main girl of the show. I think her name is Margaret. Where she's kind of like, she is kind of like the main kid in the It movies a little bit.
Yes. Yeah,
so
she is.
Yeah, there are parallels to that where it kind of mirrors, like each of those kids kind of parallel the kids in the actual movie itself. So yeah, I agree with you on that.
And there are some Easter eggs with the kids too. If you kind of pay attention, some of them are kids of, what is the military guy? What is his last name?
Oh, Hallorann, not
Hallorann.
Mike Hanlon, yeah.
Mike Hanlon.
So his grandfather is the little boy. Or no, his dad is the little boy.
His dad is the little boy.
Yeah, and his grandfather is the military guy. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you pay attention to some of these kid actors, they're either grandparents or grandfathers or whatever of the original cast, which I think is really cool too.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool too. So like it connects, because like you see that in the movies where Hanlon's grandfather's there and he's kind of gruff and grizzled and he kind of tells them about the past. So he like connects everything. So first 3 episodes so far. We're 3 episodes deep. Last episode was has gotten into a little bit more about what they're looking for. The military has been digging for Pennywise apparently and digging up artifacts, and now they're using Dick Halloran to finally kind of tap in to finally find out where he is. So the military somehow knows about Pennywise for some reason, and then
which is weird.
Yeah, which is really weird. So and then they finally connect him, and that's why when Pennywise sees Dick Halloran, he goes, "Who are you?" Did you notice that? He goes, so he's kind of like spooked about, okay, how did they find me?
Yeah.
And now also the kids kind of find Pennywise too because they take the picture in the graveyard. That was the one scene out of the whole series so far I thought was kind of hokey, was when the kids were in the cemetery and then they had all the ghosts come out. I thought it was kind of.
Was it like the Frighteners or a Casper situation? Because that's
Yeah,
what I kind of thought it was.
Yeah, a little bit. And like when they had the ghosts kind of chasing them around the cemetery, it looked kind of hokey. Like the effects on
just
that were it reminded me of like the haunted house from Disney World.
Oh, the Haunted Mansion?
Yeah, the Haunted Mansion. And it reminded me like that a little bit. And I was kind of like, well, this is kind of corny.
Did you happen to notice, and I think it was the third episode where they had the circus, right? Where the opening scene was the circus. Did you notice in the background the little girl holding the balloons?
Yeah, she was dressed like Pennywise. Yeah.
Do you know who that's supposed to be?
No.
So this was, and I read this on a Reddit thing, but I think it's actually true. So if you look at the movie in the movie the remake, the scene where Beverly Marsh goes back to her apartment where her father was at, the old lady that answers the door, and Mrs. Kirsch.
Okay.
So that's
supposed to be Mrs. Kirsch?
That little girl is supposed to be Mrs. Kirsch, who was Pennywise's daughter.
What? I didn't know.
Because remember in the theater or in the movie where there's a picture of her with him in the circus?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That little girl is supposed to be Mrs. Kirsch, which I thought was really cool. Yeah.
That's really cool. I didn't notice that before.
So they're dropping all kinds of weird Easter eggs in this movie. I thought that was really, really cool.
Yeah, that is really cool. Yeah. I didn't notice that.
But I do agree. You go ahead and play a little blurb of it.
Yeah, before YouTube takes us off the air. So yeah, I didn't notice that, but I just like how they're easing the good. I like how they're kind of easing in Pennywise.
You know what I mean? You really haven't seen him until like this last episode, and it really wasn't much.
Yeah, it was just kind of like a blurred vision of him. Yeah, it was like a blurred vision of him, and that was at the end when they took the picture of him, and then they developed it, and they're like, okay, what is that? And it had a clown. Yeah, I love the fact, and I think they were telling that in interviews where you're not gonna see him until probably later in the series too. There's just kind of peppering him in here, which is fine. Yeah, I love the fact that they're doing that.
I think that once they start putting a character in, and there's one of the main characters, Lily. I think there you see that, and so I think when they start putting in the main character in scenes like that, you kind of ruin it. It kind of ruins a little bit of the movie because you're like, all right, well, this is what he is.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm digging the series so far. I like how they're tying in all the stuff from the book. They're kind of, especially with the Indians and all that too. I thought that was really good. So, yeah, I'm a fan so far. I'm glad that it's a good series. It's good.
Yeah. So, I'm glad I wasn't disappointed because I was really on the fence about this and I was hesitant about and it took so long for this thing to get produced.
Yeah.
Like it was supposed to come out last year. The pickle scene.
The pickle scene. The pickle
scene was great. I actually liked the pickle scene. But yeah, there's a lot of scenes in this movie. There's the house on Neibolt Street. Like there's a lot of that was a really
the birthing scenes. Yeah, the birthing scenes are just wild.
That was really messed up. So I do think that Muschietti has done a really good job of keeping the creepy factor into this series. It's not necessarily overly gross or bloody, but I think the CGI effects, and you know how I feel about CGI. I'm not a big fan, but I do think that they've done a decent job of actually, doing the CGI, but not doing it overbearing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Well, there's a few scenes where the CGI is kind of
Yeah.
Like when they had the skeleton man turn into like the spider creature.
Yeah, that was
The
kind
effects on
of
that weren't good on that, and then also like
no.
the ghost in the cemetery. Like this past episode, episode 3, there were those two areas where skeleton man turns into the spider, and then the ghost in the cemetery. Those two CGI parts were not that great, but like the pickle scene was pretty cool. The
The
pickle scene
pickle
was
scene
great.
was definitely cool. Like
Yeah.
and then the mutant baby in the theater scene in the first episode, that was actually pretty cool too. Like that
Yeah.
wasn't a bad situation. But like once you start getting into like overusing CGI, and I understand a lot of directors nowadays don't want to use practical effects, but once you start doing that, it kind of muddles it a little bit, I guess.
Mhm.
And it makes it kind of hokey. Like you don't want to, you know, it's fake. I know that they tried to make the skeleton man scene like the scene in the movie, the second It, where Mrs. Kirsch
Yep.
is in her kitchen and she starts getting real huge. And I think they actually did, and actually that wasn't CGI. That was Javier Bodet, I think, that actually played Mrs. Kirsch in that scene where she grows up and starts screaming at Bev.
Oh, okay. So it was a
That was
practical effects.
that was an actual practical effect. They're using an actor, so I think they
Mm.
probably could have used an actor in that situation. But I know the scene was really fast, so they probably just wanted to get it done and over with.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you on that. I think that scene just with the skeleton man was kind of jarring because just the CGI just looks so off, you
Yeah,
know?
it looked really weird. I mean,
Yeah.
and I liked it when they did the skeleton man and when the kid goes into the circus.
The fun house, yeah.
The fun house, that was really
Yeah.
cool. I just think putting him in the woods and chasing the kid wasn't the greatest.
Yeah, I agree with it too. But I mean, that's how they introduced him to the girl, and that's how they had that
Yeah, and
form that
which is
connection
fine.
and everything. Yeah.
Which is
So
fine. So far out of the 3, which one is your favorite episode?
that's a good question because they've all been pretty good. Like there hasn't been one that stands out the most. I mean, to me, they all have their moments where each have a standout moment or moments. So it's
Mhm,
kind of tough to say which one's the best episode so far. I like the
okay.
fact that this past episode you're getting more into it, like
Mhm,
getting more into the lore and why is the military going after Pennywise? How long have they been going after Pennywise? They have all these artifacts that they've been going after him. So
yeah.
I kind of like that. But I think with each episode, there's so many good spots. It's just like, okay, this one hasn't been like the standout yet.
Mhm,
I'm sure there's gonna be one later on in the season that will be, but there hasn't been one that's just like, oh my god, like they all have great moments in them. Like the birthing scenes have been wild and crazy, and then
that
like
was messed up
the,
scene,
the
man.
pickle, yeah, the pickle scene's been great. So I think they've all been pretty solid so far. What about you?
Um, I actually liked the second one, the
Hmm.
second episode, The Thing in the Dark. Um, I mean, the I think it kind of centered a little more around Dick Halloran and who he was,
Yeah.
and I think it pointed out a little more what Lily's issue was.
Ah,
Um,
man, I hate her mom, man. She's committing her to a mental institute. Come on,
yeah, her mom was really kind of fucked up.
her
But
mom's kind
like,
of weird.
yeah, so the adults in this series, they're all a little off. Like if you notice, like the last episode
Yeah.
where the kid was getting his ass whooped on the street, and the mom is watching this, and she's like, "Why isn't nobody doing anything?" And like everybody's just fucking standing around, not doing anything. But that's a prevalent thing throughout
Hmm.
all of the It series, whether it had been the regular series, whether it had been the actual movie. None of the adults either don't see it or don't want to get involved.
Yeah. Don't
So,
move the dairy. Don't move the
yeah,
dairy.
don't move to Derry. So that's
Don't move
that's a
the
prevalent
dairy.
thing. But I actually liked the second one. The so I think so. I'm not gonna. I don't want to spoil this. So I think why? Do you know why the military wants Pennywise?
No, I don't know why yet. I'm still kind of.
So in the second episode, it kind of outlines it where they have Dick Halloran showing them where they could pull that car up out of the
Right. Right.
yeah.
Right.
So my thought of this is the military wants Pennywise as a weapon of some sort.
against the Russians. I'm going to hypnotize the Russians with Pennywise the clown.
I guess anybody because the clown can instill fear in anyone.
Okay, so if that turns out to be it, that's stupid. Because if you're gonna, it's like the Alien movies. You're gonna try and control an alien and try to make it a bioweapon. Like that's stupid. You're gonna try and control an alien being with no, that's stupid. If it turns out to be the case, then you just poo-pooed all over the series. You just did it because that's a stupid reason why they're going after. They think they can control an alien being.
Well,
so he
I
can
don't know
instill
that.
fear on the enemies of the. I think that just poo-poos all over the series.
But the only reason I'm saying is the second episode or the third episode highlighted the general who was a little boy at the time.
Yep.
Who saw all these things.
Yep. James Remar's character.
Yep. So now he's a general for whatever military it is, and he wants Pennywise. He wants to find this creature because he knows it will scare the shit out of people. If it is, that sucks.
Unless they're gonna try and cut out the deadlights, then you're just gonna poo-poo all over the series. I think
if they cut out the deadlights, that'll fuck it up because the deadlights are and for those who don't know what deadlights are, who've never seen the series or anything like that, Pennywise has a way of controlling people, especially children. And all
all float down, y'all.
All he does is open his mouth, and then you have these 3 glowing orbs that come out, and it basically hypnotizes you to where you have no free will, no nothing, and he controls you. So if they were to cut out that type of power with Pennywise, then you're shooting in the dark. Like that's the way he controls people.
Yeah, that's why I hope they don't try and think they're gonna do that because that just
I don't know. It's just an opinion.
I know.
Just a feeling. Because you know how things go. Things go really well in a movie or a series, and they're like,
yeah,
take that.
I take that. So far, I'm gonna give Welcome to Derry an A.
I'll give it an A minus.
A minus, okay. Probably the CGI in some parts.
The CGI is always what's gonna kill me. So let's just do the CGI in some parts.
All right. Let's get into it. Movie news. Movie news. We really need to get a jingle for movie news.
Yeah.
Movie news. Did you watch Alien Earth on FX?
I did not.
Well, season 2 has officially been a go. It's officially renewed for a second season. I'm actually happy for it. I watched the whole series. It's good. It's good.
Okay.
It really expands upon the alien lore. The ending of the series kind of left it on a cliffhanger a little bit. It's a good series. I mean, there are some things that are kind of like, but other than that, solid series. I'm hoping that in the season 2 that they kind of, because I guess this series leads up to the original Alien movie.
Okay, so this is just kind of like a stepping stone to the original.
Yeah,
Alien movie?
it's like a stepping stone to the Alien movie, but it really expands upon the lore and everything, and it's really good. I think what the Predator franchises and what the Alien franchises are doing right now are great and fantastic, because for a while there, those two franchises were in a rut, and I think now, especially with Predator Badlands, maybe being a smash hit at the box office, and Alien Earth, being a hit on TV, I think it's the Alien movies and the Predator franchises are in the right direction. So I'm happy for this. So I would check it out. Check it out.
Okay.
Check it out. Before we get into this, I know you saw Black Phone 2. So I thought we were gonna wait until our next show to review this, but
it's up to you. If you want me to do it now, or want me to do it?
I want to watch it because I think I might have a different opinion than you.
Okay. That's perfectly fine. We can do that. I have a very solid opinion about it.
Okay. Which leads me into my next news story. The Conjuring Last Rites, which I know you saw in the movie theaters, will haunt HBO Max next week. So that will be another movie we are going to review too as well. It comes out on HBO Max November 21st. So if you have HBO Max.
Absolutely fantastic. I actually didn't see it in the theaters. I actually saw it at home. You can actually rent it on Fandango /Vudu.
Well, I'm gonna wait till it's on HBO Max so I can watch it for free.
That's fine. It was a fantastic, fantastic movie.
Okay. I didn't know this, but I thought they stopped making them, but apparently Insidious 6 has wrapped production, and it will be out next year. I didn't even know. I thought those movies were done.
So the last one that they did was The Red Door, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I
The
saw
Red
the
Door
last
sucked.
one. No, I actually like The Red Door. Out
No,
of
I
all
didn't like
those
it.
movies, and the Insidious series has been very forgettable for me. Does that make sense?
It has been forgettable after part 2 for me.
Agreed. I liked 1 and 2. They were fine.
That's why when they said Insidious 6 is coming out next year, I was like, I did not know there's
I didn't know they were making Insidious 6 either. But the Red Door I actually kind of enjoyed watching, but the problem was I had forgotten so much about the actual beginning of the movies that I was like, what? Oh, okay. Oh, that goes there. Okay, yeah, this is the storyline. Like it's one of those, it's not like the Conjuring series. It's one of those movies that obviously they've made too many because they're doing a 6.
Yep.
That everything just kind of gets muddled. Does that make sense?
Patrick Wilson needs a break. Okay, he's in too
Give
many.
the man a break.
Many,
He's in too many things.
He's in too many of these types of movies, especially like Insidious and then The Conjuring, which was Last Rites that's the final one, right?
No,
or are they still they're making another one?
So much to my disappointment, and I have a feeling they're going to fuck up this last one. They are in production of trying to make another Conjuring movie. They have not said what it is, but I don't know what it even about. But they did say that there is another movie in production.
Why?
I don't know.
Well, anyways, Insidious Part 6 will be out next August 2026.
And I think Lynn Shay is supposed to be in that one.
She is.
Yeah.
Which I know
she died in the other ones, didn't she?
They'll bring her back no matter what.
Of course they will.
Did you see Zombieland 1 and 2?
I did.
So director Ruben Fleischer reveals he's going to try and make Zombieland Part 3 hopefully in the next couple of years.
Okay.
Which I'm kind of psyched for. He's hoping to have Zombieland Part 3 in 2029 with all the original cast. I'm stoked. Zombieland 1 was solid. Zombieland 2 was I think even better than the first one. I'm kind of excited for this if it happens. They've got, the first 2 movies were great. So if they decided to do number 3, like I'm all for it, man. Hell yeah.
I was a big fan of both 1 and 2. I don't normally like comedy when it comes to horror. Like the only movie
especially when it comes to zombies.
And that's fine, and I enjoy it. Shaun of the Dead, one of my all-time favorite movies. Love that movie. Can recite every single fucking line.
It got red on you.
It got red on you. But I thoroughly enjoyed Zombieland 1 and 2 because there was a satire to it, and I'm a huge fan of Woody Harrelson. So it was a good movie for me. I don't really like Jesse Eisenberg, whatever his name is, but I'm on the fence about him.
I'm with you on him because there are some roles where he's just god awful, annoying, but there are some roles which Zombieland 1 and 2 he's perfect for. Like he's great in Zombieland 1 and 2.
Well, it's because he's got that weird. It's not even a weird dry humor. It's just a humor, and I don't thoroughly enjoy that.
Like he was terrible in Batman versus Superman as Lex Luthor. He was terrible Lex Luthor.
Oh yeah.
Like he was good in Social Network as Mark Zuckerberg. He killed it as Zuckerberg.
I never even saw that movie. I didn't waste my time.
It's a fantastic movie. But hey, there's just some things where he has just that. It's almost like he smelled a fart look when he's acting. He kind of turns his nose up a little bit, and he's just like he smelled a fart. Yeah, nothing against Jesse Eisenberg. I'm just saying there's just some things he just doesn't need to be in, and some serious stuff he doesn't. I don't know.
So I know go ahead.
Zombieland 1 and 2, he's perfect for.
So I know when I was in the theater and I was watching Black Phone 2, I was sending you the previews that I was seeing. Is any of those something that you're excited about?
Let me see. I gotta go back.
I sent you Psycho Killer, The Bride, The Housemaid. 28 Days Later, The Bone Temple. Please God, no one see that movie.
Bone
I
Temple,
just don't.
no, because I was so disappointed with 28 Years Later.
God, that was
Psycho Killer, I want to see.
I'm excited for that.
That looks bananas.
I don't even remember, to be quite honest with you. I'm trying to look it up now. I don't remember who the hell even directed that, but that preview was awesome to see in the theaters. I'm trying to look it up right now to see who.
I have it right now. I'm gonna post it up
Okay.
before YouTube says no. Here. So yeah, there we go. And yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, when you sent me that, I was like, okay. I was like, oh man, it's starting off like Long Legs again.
Yeah, and that was my fear. When I saw it, I was like, oh, no.
Yeah,
but it was
okay. It looks pretty badass.
I'm excited for it. Like it had like Long Legs tone to it, and I got kind of worried, and then I was like, all right, just kept watching it, and I was like,
yeah,
this
it
looks pretty
has
decent.
like it's got 7 vibes. Oh, there you go, 7 vibes.
And 8mm. You remember the movie 8mm?
So I do. I've seen 8mm a few times. Here's my Here's my take on 8mm.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been a lot more.
Okay, agreed. And
it could be a whole nother show entirely. But I'm just saying, like,
yeah, I agree. No, I do.
8mm had so much promise, then it just was kind of like those run of the mill, like
that movie came out in like the 2000s, didn't it?
Yeah, it had the good premise of it, but then it just turned out to be one of those run of the mill, like gritty cop, like revenge kind of deals. And
it also had Nick Cage in it, so I don't know how weird you could get with that too. So
it's going in this underground porn thing. Oh, tell me his name. Yeah, I don't know.
I also sent you Primate. Did you get a chance to watch that?
I did not.
Okay, so I'm gonna need you to look up that clip, and I don't know what anybody was actually thinking about this movie. So Primate is a brand new movie, and I'll see if I can pull it.
Oh wait, I think I have seen this.
You saw the thing for it?
Yeah, I think I have seen this.
So the storyline goes that a girl goes to her house or whatever it is, and her mom has owned or brought up a chimpanzee.
Yes, I did watch this. Yeah.
It stars Johnny Sequoia, Jessica Alexander, and Troy Katzer. It actually premiered at the Fantastic Fest on September 18th.
Anything with a monkey's gonna end up bad, man.
Yeah, and I understand that, and that's fine. I don't understand the premise of why you would want to make a movie like this. Obviously,
didn't they see Monkey Shines?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. This feels like a knockoff of Monkey Shines, and I feel like there's been other movies.
Didn't Osgood Perkins just do a movie called Monkey or something like that? Yeah, he just
the monkey.
The
Monkey. No, I didn't see it. I don't. I don't
want to see any of his films because they.
Yeah,
that's a whole another show.
But this, if you've ever seen the movie Monkey Shines, and Monkey Shines is a very older movie, this is like literally the whole premise of Monkey Shines. So I don't.
These scenes with them and the monkey just reminds me of that movie Congo. Bad Amy. Amy. Amy think woman ugly. Amy hungry.
And it says basically the pet chimp Ben contracts rabies during a pool party.
In the two of us we live
no more. You were gonna start singing that shit.
Hey, the Michael Jackson trailer looks pretty good actually. So
yes, I didn't see that, but I don't understand why they thought this was a great movie when this is literally the same premise as Monkey Shines. Maybe nobody's really seen it, and it's also produced by Paramount Pictures, so I'm sure it's going to be put out on.
It'll be kind of be. I can see this. It'll be kind of like that movie that came out a couple years ago. That was like the haunted, like, oh my God, like the haunted swimming pool,
Oh,
deep end or whatever. Yeah, it's like that.
yeah, and I saw that movie. It was okay. It wasn't bad.
No, it was stupid.
You really didn't like that, did you?
No, I thought it was dumb.
Okay. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, and then the movie The Bride with Christian Bale, the Maggie Gyllenhaal movie. Now, I don't consider that a horror movie. I don't.
I'm on the fence about that one.
I'm on the fence also, and only because remember they started giving blurbs and photos of Christian Bale. This was months ago.
This was years ago. That was like
years ago?
ago.
A year ago?
Yeah, it was a couple of years ago when it first came out. I think this
Yeah.
movie was delayed because of COVID.
Probably.
And then got finished. But like, yeah, I remember that photo first coming out, and my first impression was, hey, he looks like the Joker from Suicide Squad.
Exactly. And I have disappointment in this because they're making it like a Bonnie and Clyde
yeah,
situation. Like the trailer is really fucking weird. Like
the trailer is bonkers. Like, Maggie Gyllenhaal looks like she's taken a few cues from Baz Luhrmann, and
yes,
kind of thrown it into that trailer. So like when I saw it, I'm like, okay, Bonnie and Clyde looks kind of like a Baz Luhrmann movie.
And Jessie Buckley plays the bride, which is fine. I just don't get the whole. It's supposed to be like a punk energy.
That could go like horribly bad.
I just feel like it's gonna go bad, I feel like it's supposed to be like in the 1930s in Chicago.
Yes, that's why it's the Bonnie and Clyde kind of deal.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be like a punk. How is that punk if it's 1930s in Chicago?
You know why it's punk? Because she's got that black stuff on the side of her face. That's what it is. That's punk. It's punk.
Okay, moving on.
Moving on. Did you see Sharknado? Did you see like all the Sharknados? There's like 5, 7 of them.
1 through 3.
Well, Sharknado is coming back, but this time it's going to be Sharknado Origins, a prequel to the increasingly absurd franchise is brewing over at Asylum. So this is going to be a prequel how Sharknado came to be, and this will be out probably the next couple of years. They have there's a one-sheeter poster, and it said a storm is coming. So a storm is it's looking like 2026 will be the prequel of Sharknado, the beginning. Sharknado Origins.
Can I ask a dumb question?
Of course you can.
Why do we need an origin story about Sharknado?
We don't, but
what?
It's gonna happen anyways.
Why?
I don't know.
That was probably how many movies was there?
There were 6 of them. So this will be number 7. Just like the Insidious series.
Ah,
yeah, just be like that.
There was 6 of them, really? Because I only saw like 1 through.
No, there's 6 of them.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Why would you make another movie?
Because Ian Ziering and also Tara Reid need the paychecks. That's why.
Is Tara Reid still alive?
I think so.
It says killer sharks and water spouts are set to ignite on the screen once again.
Yeah.
The last movie was made in 2018.
Yeah, so that's pre-COVID. So, yeah. All right, and our last movie news, which actually I'm actually kind of excited for this. In the year that Scream 7 is coming out, we also are going to get a new scary movie. Which will be titled Scary Movie 6.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's coming back. The original cast will be back, as well as Damon Wayans, Kim Wayans, Heidi Gardner, Marlon Wayans, Sean Wayans, Regina Hall, Anna Faris, Lachlan Monroe, Dave Sheridan, and John Abrams. They are all back. So there's going to be a direct sequel to Scary Movie 2. So it'll not have really anything to do with like 3, 4, 5. God, they made 5 of those. So yeah. But the original cast is back. Yeah. But I'm excited because I think after Scary Movie 2, the Wayans brothers, the Wayans family was kind of like, okay, we're going to move on to something else. And then it was taken over by the Zucker brothers and Abrams, who did like the airplane movies, and they just kind of tame. So I'm happy that the brothers have taken back the reins of this franchise. So it'll be kind of funny to see this in the same year, Scream 7. So yeah.
Okay. Sherry O'Terry's coming back too. That's great.
Yes, as Hailstorm herself. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I
All
can't
right.
wait.
Well, the first movie was great. I didn't see the rest of them.
Deputy Doofy's going to be back too. Here's my finger.
Not Doofy.
Don't disturb me when I'm back in my room, Mom.
Actually, if anybody ever goes to any of the cons, like any of the horror conventions, Dave Sheridan is actually somebody that shows up to a lot of those.
He's there.
Oh yeah, he not anything here in Florida, but I know in Chicago and all the other places, he's actually showed up at a lot of the cons, and he does a lot of the Doofy signings. The last one I saw him in, he actually came in full Doofy gear.
Oh, that's awesome.
Was dressed up as the actual character. So
you know how old we are. I remember seeing Scary Movie 1 in the movie theaters.
Yeah, I know how old we are. When was the first one made?
99, I think.
Oh God, I had just graduated a year after high school.
Yeah, so I remember seeing that. Yeah, it's old.
Yeah, that's very old.
Yeah, it's very old.
Okay, well, that's good. That's great. Anything on? I know you're not wanting to talk about it. I don't want to talk about this. Anything on Five Nights at Freddy's 2?
No updated news. Not from like the past. Time we talked about on our last episode. So no updated news just yet. So.
Well, apparently it is the buzz everywhere. I have people at my work talking about it. It's been.
I know you didn't like it. It was decent. It was okay. I going into it, I knew really nothing of the franchise itself. I never played the game.
I haven't either.
So when I saw the movie, I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. I mean, it's not really gory at all. It's kind of like just kind of a cool kind of.
The concept to me is a little far-fetched. It's a little, and I hate using this word, triggering, since, as kids, we were taken to, and I can't remember the place now. It wasn't Chuck E. Cheese. It was a knockoff.
I forget it was. Yeah, I forget.
That had the animatronics. For those who don't remember this and who those are, yeah, for those who are our age, there were certain places that you took kids in the 80s to where they had these animatronic, I guess, animals that sang and danced for you at birthday parties. And, it reminds me a lot of that. I've never played the video game also. But apparently it is uber popular this past Halloween Horror Night.
Showbiz Pizza, that's what it was.
Showbiz Pizza, that's what it was.
Showbiz Pizza.
Yes, for those who don't know that, who lived in Florida, that's Showbiz Pizza. But apparently it is a huge franchise, and I guess because I'm old, I don't know much about it. There was a house in Halloween Horror Nights, and it did not stop from being almost 2 hours long since the doors opened. So,
what's a huge video game franchise?
I know it's a huge video. I've seen it, but I've never played the game myself. So I guess that's why I can't speak much to it.
Yeah, what's coming out? So deal with it.
That's great.
Just like we're getting another Insidious. Deal with it. And
another Sharknado.
Deal. All right. Well, thanks for joining us for another episode of Come Play With Us, Danny. Our next episode, which we'll be dropping, we're going to do Black Phone Part 2.
Yes.
And we'll also do The Conjuring Last Rites.
Yes.
We're going to do a double dose episode.
A double whammy.
So
yes.
Make sure to tune in. And go to YouTube. Go to subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Go Come Play With Us, Danny. Yeah. Go to Instagram too. We got clips. We got clips now. Do all that stuff.
All right.
Yeah. We'll see you guys later.
All right. Bye.